We've got a game in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium. The opener in conference play for both of these teams. It's the Sacramento State Hornets and the Western Michigan Broncos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with the Western Michigan head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The Broncos ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, it's Curtis. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught behind the line, it's Coleman. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways, and you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
Oh, and it's a hit. That will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Running inside, it's Curtis. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Quick give, it's Buckley. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sets his feet. It's Lowry. Catch in the middle. It's Fletcher. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Makes a grab and room to run. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Western Michigan. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Follows his blocks. It's Curtis. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Bring him down.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Right at the line. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
Offenses that are great on 3rd downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on 3rd downs all throughout this season.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Using his legs, it's Curtis. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Yeah, this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Between the hashes, it's Burrell. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Working the ground game. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the missed connection on third down.
And this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going, looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
Punt is on its way. Looks it in. They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Hits inside, it's Buckley. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Moves to his right. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the break. It's Western Michigan on top, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The run inside. It's Buckley. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Off play action. Makes the grab on the left. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And the Broncos are rolling down the field.
Here we go. Ready. 5. Ready. Go.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And a lot of times on these play sheets, the offensive coordinators, man, they go, who do I want to get the ball to? How can I get him the ball? And sometimes when the space cramps down here in the red zone, how do you feature your guy? Nice job. Getting a little touch pass, getting him on the edge, letting him get some positive yards. He almost got in the end zone for the second time there.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Dropping back, it's Lowry. can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
The throw. Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door first and goal.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to pass on second down. Left side is Buckley. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, a short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Broncos! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Coming out with it, it's Moses. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Second down to the air. Gets rid of it.
I wonder how much of that incompletion is due to the pass rush. That quarterback did not have a lot of time to throw that football. This offensive line is going to have to do a better job giving him time.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. There he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Number 20, set to advance on the football.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. motion from the wideout. First play of this drive. Out wide left, it's Moses. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Straight ahead, it's Rainey. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught over the middle. It's Moses. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Out wide right, it's Burrell. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And here's the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Moving the pocket, it's Lowry. Throws for the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to make magic with his on the nasty move, and now he's got room. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Buckley. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. The fake and wants to throw. And he gets it away.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
3rd and long right here. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Finds a man in the middle. Touchdown, Western Michigan. All of that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on first. Caught in the backfield, it's Curtis. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Seminoles in the throes of what is right now a major upset. It's early. Ahead of myself, but this team believes and they could just pull this off.
Western Michigan ready to get things going right now on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. Back to throw. It's Lowry. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Turning it on. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Rush is on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And you just get the feeling this defense is going to have to make more negative plays like that. You're down multiple possessions tonight. You need to come away with sacks to see if you can scrape and claw and get back in this game.
The Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And that's a big throw. Big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the four.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Snaps on 4th down. He's got it. First down and more. On the move at the 30. There he goes to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Wilson open on the right side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He's got it down the field. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Gonna look downfield again. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Crosses the 45. Racing down the left side. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Western Michigan. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Deep in the end zone, it's Moses. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Second and long here. He's looking to pass. Unloads it downfield. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now first and 10 from the 30.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Max got it on the screen. Touchdown, Sacramento State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll give it on the counter. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Toss sweep right. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Western Michigan is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Shows him the stiff arm. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got his man. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. To the air, it's Lowry. Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So the last couple of possessions trying to put together a rally, but is it too little too late? And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Wants to go up top on second down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Took it all the way back to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking deep down the right side. And it's his 4th interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
He's looking deep. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Snags it. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They want to get this defense on its heels.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time, to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll run it. It's Curtis. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. A lot of urgency for this offense. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down, going to throw it. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless, it's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being...
Touchdown, Sacramento State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it, fighting off the defender. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. After that last possession, the interception, which did lead to a touchdown, might want to mix in a few more running plays with this big lead here. They get him on the ground, but boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And they did tack on the extra point. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. On the return, it's Moses. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Wants to throw one first. He's going for it all. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him. That's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown Broncos! He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Fresh center downs going to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Hey, this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. From the gun, it's Curtis. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And they'll take a knee on fourth down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. With the clock running, this should be the final play. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game.